What's going on? This is part 2 of the elimination method. Hopefully you tried that last question, this question that's on the screen right here, and I'm just gonna go through it and see if you got the right answer. Okay, so here we go. Let me erase this real quick. Eraser. All right. So if our answer is going to be an ordered pair, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to, if this is where my answer goes, I'm going to put my ordered pair symbol in there. All right. That just means we know our answer. Like now, it could be infinite solutions and it could be no solution. We'll talk about that more as we go through, but it could be infinite solutions or no solutions. So for right now, it's going to be an ordered pair. All right. We are going to subtract these because when we combine these, we're going to subtract, and when we subtract, we're going to eliminate the y's because 2y minus 2y is going to give you, of course, 0. So we're going to do 7 minus 8. You can't afford to get these wrong because you did this, 7 minus 8 is 1. 7 minus 8 is negative 1. So it's negative 1x, or just negative x if you'd like to write it like that, and 24 minus 30 gives us negative 6. So we still got to get rid of that negative sign in front of the x, or that negative 1. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 1. And it tells us that our x value is 6, because negative divided by negative is a positive. So we're going to put 6 in where the x goes. Now, on to how we figure out what the y is. Well, now that we know that x is 6, we can take either one of those equations, doesn't matter, and we could put 6 in for x. All right, so let me scroll. There we go. All right. If x is 6, I'm going to take just the first equation because it looks like it's a little bit easier. The numbers are a little bit smaller, but it does not matter. You could have just as easily taken the second one. We're going to say 7 and n for x. We're going to put what x equals, and we're going to finish writing the equation exactly the way it's written. I've seen a lot of kids making the mistake of not writing the equation down like exactly as it's written and getting the wrong answer. So we've got 7 times 6 plus 2y equals 24. And that's 42 plus 2y equals 24. All right, and now we're going to do their boxes here. All right, this is 24 minus 42. And this gives us 2y. And y'all forgive me, I'm going to come back over here. We've got 2y equals 24 minus 42 would give you negative 18. And you divide both sides by 2, and your y would give you negative 9. So our y value is going to be negative 9. All right. So your ordered pair is going to be 6, negative 9. Now let's try it. We always want to try to make sure that this is correct. All right. I'm just going to take the second equation because we used the first one. I'm going to put a 6 in for x. I'm going to put regardless, you get 48. If I put a negative 9 in for y, 2 times negative 9 is negative 18. And 48 minus 18 gives you 30. So it works for both of those equations, right? So your answer would be 6, negative 9. And you would know pretty quick. I mean, if you check it, you should never get these questions wrong. Like if you check it, you plug the x in for x and see if your output value, gives you the right-hand side. If the left-hand side equals right-hand side, your answer is correct. All right? Hopefully you did well on that. If you didn't, we'll try another one here. So if you'd like, you can pause the video here and you can try this one, and then you can check your answer to see if it matches what the correct answer is, okay? See if you got the right answer. I'm going to put my answer over here. So it's going to be an ordered pair. Now let's look at how this one's different. Now we have both of the signs of the variable we're trying to cancel as negative. But we're still going to answer it the same way. We're still going to subtract here, all right? Because by subtracting negative 6 minus negative 6, it's not negative 6 minus 6. That would give you negative 12x. Negative 6 minus negative 6 is negative 6 plus 6, which gives you 0. So if the signs are the same, you're going to subtract them, okay? I mean, we're always going to subtract, but if the signs are both positive, you're going to straight up subtract. If the signs are both negative, you straight up subtract. I'm going to show you what to do later if the signs are different. If that said 6x and this said negative 6x, because you wouldn't cancel them that way. So we're going to still subtract these. We get 6y minus 3y. That's going to give you 3y. 6 minus negative 12 is 6 plus 12, which would give you 18. 6 minus negative 12. And then you divide by 3, and you divide by 3, and your y equals 6. So your y value is 6. You put 6 in the second position there. All right? Now, we are going to, let's block this off here. I am going to now plug 6 in for y, and I'm just going to use the first equation. The second one has, negative 12 on the other side. It doesn't matter, all right? I'm just going to use the first one. I'm going to put negative 6x plus 6, and I'm going to put a 6 in for y. There's a lot of 6's. All right, so now I have negative 6x plus 36. Plus 36 is equal to 6. If I do the boxes here, I'm going to put this negative 6x on the other side. I'm going to make it positive. All right, I'm just kind of thinking ahead here. This 36 is on the left. It's going to stay on the left. I'm going to keep it positive. And this 6 I'm going to bring to the other side. I'm going to make it negative. So it's going to be 36 minus 6. And now I have 6x equals 30. So my x value, which number times 6 gives me 30? Well, and you can't see that. It's probably off the screen. There we go. 6 times what gives me 30? Your x value is going to be 5. Your order pair would be 5, 6. All right. So I hope that y'all are getting the hang of this, but it does get a little bit different. And I want to show you there's some things that we're going to change here in the next video, video 3. But for now, that is all you need to understand right now. That's how the questions are going to look for the time being, but they will start changing a little bit. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in the next video, video 3. But if you have any questions, go back, pause it, rewind it, go back, see what we did. If you don't know how I got something, you can always ask me a question or shoot me an email, okay? I believe in you guys. Do the next right thing.